Here we are in the workshop. I'm building a series of cabinets for a walk-in closet. These are two of the cabinets that I've assembled to fit the lights and to see how it will all go together. There are more cabinets in the closet though. This particular cabinet is a shallower depth cabinet. It'll be a shoe cabinet and there'll be shelves holding shoes. This is using the LR32 shelf drilling system. Each shelf will be on a little bit of an angle. The back shelf pin is 2 holes higher than the front, giving it an angle. The plywood shelf has a poplar front edge. This front edge keeps the shoes from sliding off the shelf. The shelves for the cabinets are made out of 3/4 inch plywood. For the shoe cabinet with the angled shelves, the back of the shelf has a slight bevel. The front of the shelf has this piece of poplar that will be glued to the front. The poplar's been ripped to 1.5 inches wide, and it's approximately 3/4 inch thick. The Festool Domino is a great way for attaching the strip to the shelf. I've used other techniques such as biscuits, splines, and even lock miters, but the Domino makes quick work of it. I've set the shelf on some plywood to raise it up so that the top edge is flush with the poplar edging. The edging is just set in place right in front, and we're going to make some marks where the dominoes go. I don't need to measure this out, it's not that precise. I'm going to put 5 dominoes to connect the poplar edge to the plywood. Here's the domino. We'll use 5 of these on each shelf. This domino is 5 millimeters thick by 30 millimeters long. So we'll just take our pencil and make a few marks. I'm careful to not move the board too much. The dominoes are a great way to index this too. As I cut the dominoes in, I'm not allowing for any slack with the domino tool. There we go. So now we'll take our domino cutter and cut the mortises. The domino is all set and ready to cut the poplar edging. I've got the domino plugged into my vacuum, and there's almost no dust with the vacuum. It's really well done. I've lined the bottom line of the domino up with the lines that I made on the board just a minute ago. We'll turn it on and we'll plunge in, cutting the domino. The poplar just cuts beautifully with the domino. This is a quick operation. Now we'll cut the dominoes in the shelf. I've pulled my shelf to the edge of the multifunction table, and we'll get ready to cut the dominoes. There's my line. Now we'll do a test fit of the strip and see how we did. Put the last domino in. It's a nice snug fit. That will glue up very well. The best thing about the dominoes is that they act as an indexing system, so that when I do glue it up, all I have to worry about is clamping pressure. I don't have to worry about how I've aligned things. The dominoes will force things into the alignment that we made. I'm getting ready to glue up this shelf with the edge on the front. These dominoes are such a tight fit that you really need pliers to remove them from the poplar. Some wiggling pulls them out. So we'll remove all the dominoes and then we'll put some glue in there and clamp it together. There's no special secret to how to glue. If you have a brush, great. I find that a brush makes a lot of mess. I just apply glue to both edges of the domino, dropping it down on both sides. I've applied a liberal amount of glue to half of the domino. I'll just push this in there, and we'll do that down the line. I'll just take my finger and help apply the glue that's squeezed out to the other half of the domino. So we'll set the poplar edging aside for a minute. We'll lift up our shelf. And we'll apply glue to the mating surface. I've applied glue to the edge of the shelf and smoothed it out with my finger. We'll put the two pieces together, put it in the clamps, and clamp it together. So in the clamps there's been a little bit of squeeze out. I like that. That lets me know I've got a good joint. I'll wipe up that excess glue with a paper towel. The edge on the poplar, this is what's come out of the table saw. I'll just clean this up either with some sandpaper or with my cabinet scraper. This is a shelf that's been glued up and it's ready for painting. The finished product is well bonded and easy to install. So the dominoes are really a great way to put these cabinets together. The face frames of all these cabinets were applied with the dominoes. It's a simple system.